I've been asked recently, what did I go to college for? And so I figured I would answer that longer form here. Well, I originally wanted to own a bar, start a bar business. I no longer want to do that now that I'm 36 and realize how annoying young drunk people would be. And plus the hours, like late hours and all that. And we've done a lot of work at bars and talking to bar owners. I'm like, good thing I didn't do that. But so what I went to college for was business. I thought, I want to open a business. Let me go to school for it. It was going okay until my second year when I had to take accounting and business calculus. And I was not very good at math. I can do the basics, percentages, I calculate sales tax, things like that. I can do squaring a tent, a squared plus b squared equals c squared to find the whatever of a triangle. I can do that. I'm not very good off the top of my head. So in accounting, we have Excel, we have QuickBooks for that. This was all like paper stuff and columns, and I just didn't like it. And then the business calc was like, bunch of paragraphs, try to figure out math problems. Didn't like it. So anyways, I was in a taxi cab one time. I got a ticket and I had to go take a DMV class. And so the guy knew I was from college. He picked me up at the dorms and was taking me to the DMV class. And just small talk. He asked me what I was going to school for, and I told him. And then through the talking, I told him I didn't like accounting and business calc, and I wanted to open a bar or whatever. He said to me, "Do you really need to go to school to open a business?" And I let that sit for a few days thinking about it. And I was like, no, I don't think you do. So I changed my major. I've always been good at history, so I had to pick something to make my mother happy. So I just picked history. And then I started taking video editing. They didn't have a film degree at the school I went to. I went to SUNY UB in Buffalo. But they had a video editing degree. So I was doing that, and I spent most of my time doing that. I never got any degree in it. I got my degree in history, but I spent most of my time doing video editing, which is ironic now because I only do all this on my phone. I got an iPhone, I use iMovie, do it. I didn't want to get in YouTube and have to put stuff on my computer and use, I was using Adobe Premiere with it. I didn't want to do all that. I just wanted it to be easy. So it's ironic that I spent so much time doing it and now I'm just using an app on my phone. But that's what I went to school for. I have a history degree. I got out of school and went to like various jobs here and there. And then the job that I had before I quit and did this full time was at an insurance company. I was a USA, an underwriter support associate, where we would do some things before it got to the underwriter. So they didn't have to do everything. And then I quit that. And that's where I met my wife though. So that was college. The most important thing about college, though, was I met a kid. And he worked for a company out of Rochester and Buffalo. And he was working for them since he was 16. It was a tent company. And so when I needed extra money, I would go with him. They were doing jobs at SUNY Buffalo all the time for football games or whatever. So I would go and set some tents up, just get the idea of it. And then on a summer, I was like, well, let me go work for a tent company back at home. And I used the Buffalo Rochester company as reference, got a job at a Taylor rental, and then that's when I started seeing invoices. And I was like, whoa, this is a lot of money. I think I could do this. So I graduated college and started doing it. But that was the important thing about college, was the people that I met, not so much the degree. So if you want to open a business, you don't need to go to college, but it's a good idea, because you can get an entry-level job with a 4-year degree that pays much better than a minimum wage at a gas station. You can suffer at that job for like a few years, save up money to then start your business. It would be a lot harder to be working at McDonald's or a gas station saving up money to try to start your business. So there is a benefits to a college degree. Also, if you fail at any business you open, you still have a 4-year degree that you can go get an entry-level position anywhere and work your way up. So I'm not going to ever tell anyone not to go to college because it's good. But like, I think one of the most important things about college is getting away from home and meeting new people, joining groups, doing things in the city that you went to, not just drinking and partying, but like actually doing things. Like, I was in Buffalo, like go and see a Bills game or a Sabres game, or go see the games at the college that you're actually at. Don't be a hermit. Don't sit in your room. Go out and meet people, join clubs. Because that is the number one thing that came from this, is I met a kid who worked in tents, and it gave me the idea. I would have never thought of that to begin with. I don't know what to tell you to go to college for. I don't think going to college for business management is needed to open a business. It might help here and there with the bookkeeping and some of the, managing employees. But mostly it's just you learn as you go. You don't need to go to 4 years of school and spend $80,000 on tuition to learn how to run a business. You just go. So that was a little longer. It's about 6 minutes now. That's what I went to school for. Business, then changed to history. I've done nothing with my history degree. And even though I did all my time in video editing, now I just use an app on my phone, which makes it easier and whatever. So if you got any follow-up questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.